Good afternoon. This is Jeff Arcos. Welcome again to the daily webinar. Today we're Thursday, 26th of September 2019. Remind you this webinar is not meant to be a financial advice to anyone. This is only an education presentation. Please consider time and condition before you continue. Same when you're receiving these recordings. We'll thank God for another day into my life and I pray His blessings today in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, so let's start through the day. Then then the news this morning we did early in the morning we did have crude oil inventories, and then at 4:35 there is some crude oil that speaks with Japan. At 11:30 we got that ECB President Draghi speaks, and we'll see the Europe and the pound at the moment. It seems like they have a bearish move, and after midnight is not much. There is some holidays next week, as I could see today. They receive some kind of holidays next week for the some countries, and yeah. Well, September is going and is going faster. So now talking about September is going, and the dollar is still in the battle. What do you reckon, Helen? What a dollar, huh? My goodness, this is incredible. What the dollar really wants to do here. Hmm? What's going on now with this one? Now, when I'm looking this weekly here, uh, this could be. So that would be a target. Okay, so out of that's where it could come. Time will tell us, and we'll see with the dollar over there. Okay, first of all, let's pick this one first, the one that I'm looking. So here I got a stop out, still looking to go short. As the line hasn't changed, the color, color of the candles um, start getting green, but here it did as well. You know, that's it is. This one got close as the market already there. It looks like the New Zealand is getting stronger no matter what. Is and all the New Zealand crosses there is a sort of kind of support. So maybe this one will change the color tomorrow, and we'll see that. This one already changed the color, but we are below the market. So we're still looking on the short side, Australia, New Zealand. Second trade. So that's what I was talking about, that second trade. So that was the first one. Second one, and I think I did change this one. No, I didn't change. So that's me. You don't need to change the magic number. You just need to add it up that, and that would be the second trade over there. So we'll see. Still plenty room to go, and we'll look. Australian Canadian continue there. We did not do the second trade. Yeah, it did have midpoint retracement, but it did not trigger for some reason. Australia, New Zealand, once this one we go there, change now. We'll see. Australia, New Zealand, whether it's gonna go down. Pound Swiss. From there now it's a break even. So once the break even it is, so maybe I can consider it to do the add position at the midpoint sell, and I only need maybe 50 with this one, and I need half of the normal lot size, so I adding just half of this. That's in a break even already, so I'm not risking much now in that one. Pound New Zealand is continuous, so I'm gonna let to be the break even before considered. So that's the 300 pips. I'm gonna set up somewhere there, see what happened. Pound Canadian stop out, got the touch or the comeback, so now it's running very good. Gonna try to get 1,000 levels somewhere over there, see what happened with that. Pound Australia is looking to go short Here is getting up. We got the date is down as well. So we'll see. Euro pound has come back, so this one already reached the 2 trades. So now it looks like it wants to go up, the euro pound. So we got the color change, we got the midpoint change. So this would be my breakthrough trade. So I actually have here the buy breakout. So that will be the buy. My stop loss should be 40-50 pips only, and I have 50 there in place. So that's it. Euro New Zealand, we got to stop out with that. It's coming back down, so we'll see how that affected. Euro Canadian went through, so after that one there, as I said yesterday, I was not that confident to get it into that. So the market came last night, and because we were, all the euro crosses were on a bearish move. So here is still not going nowhere. So my entry for both sides are quite apart. So we can just leave that one alone. Swiss yen, nowhere lands. So this one I can actually eliminate any chance of trading. This one doesn't go much at the moment, so the midline is still in there, so I don't see direction yet. So I'm just going to set a not try for that New Zealand yen. Got the sell in the Dutch, and that's the stop loss. So we'll see what happened with that. So Australian yen was on a break even. Pound yen broke up after that one there. It's just broken down. Euro yen broke from the beginning of the week, so US yen come back yesterday, so there's US getting stronger, so it's yen is stronger, US is stronger, so therefore this is what is getting. US Swiss still on a bearish sign over there, so Canadian still looking bearish, so still looking for the short. Hasn't changed that one there. And this was sometimes, the midpoint could actually work. I don't like really Canadian. This one got the sell, it got the entry for the buy, got a stop out. Now still on the long side, and don't know, it's very difficult now. So just gonna set up the not trade because I don't have direction. Australian US. Now here the same, I can add, I just need a little bit more distance before I start adding up positions. So I can leave it that. Pound US, come to the midline, looking there. As I say, in this platform, the only thing it guides me here is this line. So that says short, I go short. That says long, I go long. That says short, set for short. Here I change say long, look for longs, longs, nothing, shorts, and there it is. The euro, it broke yesterday, no, the beginning of the week, so managed to survive the pullback. And there we are. So that's the charts we have for that. So let's review these ones. You Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So what I with this one, so here I got a buy limit and a buy stop. So either which one, whatever got first, it will be triggered from there, and then we'll look what happened from there. The euro 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got trigger, and that's it. horrible chat to see. Pound US, this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday goes top out, Thursday it goes down, break, and yeah, these two are strong at the moment, but the pound here, we got some weakness from yesterday, so that's what we're going over there. Oh, what happened? It's 3 o'clock. I don't know why these things. Okay, so that's the Australia. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So that's what sometimes to rush and to move your stop loss. Could ended up, you know, going through nice positions. So it's nothing better than to move once the market, you know, going into these moments, and that is well. New Zealand came up, down, and it goes top over there, 72 pips. So that's good. US Canadian and then US Swiss, we got a nice break, but the market managed to come back with 32 pips and a loss. And US yen, same, came down, beautiful setup, and boom, got it there with 20 pips, I think. Euro yen, that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I'm still waiting for this one. We got one break even over there as market came back. Still looking, the weekly is quite bearish. So nice break and nice change in from there. So Euro yen, pound yen, Monday went down. Tuesday break even. The market came back, and then Thursday broke again. So we'll see what happened until tomorrow. The Australian yen, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So there we are. It's not moving much. I like when something runs beautiful. New Zealand yen the same, and actually I haven't calculated what happened with that one. How many pips I got in that. Canadian yen got 20 pips down. Euro Australia, we got a buy, very small loss. Euro Canadian, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday broke. So once we continue seeing this, I think that that's only really guide me to leave the E8 on the settings to break, and I don't, yeah, the weekly is there, the daily is there, so yeah, leave it the time for his own. Euro New Zealand got into that with 100 pips, marked me down with this candle. I was excited with that. I thought it's gonna move very, very much, but then America time comes, and there we are. So I'm still looking to go short. I think at the moment these things bounce back down. Euro New Zealand. Yeah, came over here, and there it is. So it looks to me quite nice from that scenario. Euro New Zealand. Yeah, it got triggered. I think I went to the 1 hour when I saw that move instead of waiting for the Oh no, half an hour I think it was. Yeah, so half an hour there. Go trigger, come back, and there we are. So hopefully we'll recover. 1000 pip levels is a good target always. We'll see what happens from there. Pound Australia Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh no, this is being off. What happened here? Pound Australia. Okay. So it is there. So Pound Australia Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we did not have nothing, and today we got possible. The the color has changed, and but this one is still into that. So let's look that one how it's doing so far until now. So it's coming down. Which one was the one that I'm looking? Pound Australia. Yeah. Knowing the resistance level, so pound, Australia, there it is waiting for that break on a short, and that is 50, 60 pips stop loss. Should be enough for this one. Oh, what is my thing? Pound Canadian on Monday, we did have, actually I haven't recorded that trade there. So that's some pips there. So that's the sell, stop 90 pips, and now it's running the Pound Canadian from yesterday. Okay. Pound New Zealand, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're waiting for, already got a trade as the market changed. That one there, color change. I think it is, these two alone is quite good, you know. So we'll see. There it is. So this one is going okay. All right, let's look a little bit of what gold is doing now. Gold is came down. Now we are below to the midpoint. That's interesting, huh? I guess that's why the dollar is really no moving. You know, gold hasn't moved anywhere. We're still looking at that level of resistance of it here. So, and that's a big day down. So I can look the other way around. This is annoying. Okay, so what we have here is the price is below. We haven't have the change yet, but that's a big price below. So I'm expecting that tonight the market, you know, will change the color from there and the midline, but I definitely will be looking to go short today. Okay, so that's gold. With oil, we got that one there. As I said, you know, this really has helped me because here I would have waited 1 week more before I continue to do the sell because of such a big move of that day. But when I see the midline, I just make my decision based on that midline really, and put a trade. So that is getting there. Possible. Let's see what happened there. S&P 500 are moving lower now, so the sell got it. Better put the stop loss a bit higher. We are in a quite incredible resistance level. So yesterday was positive. So it's still coming back to the midline, and now it's going down. Australian 200 is waiting for a sell as the market is changed the color of the midline. The candle color has changed, so there it is waiting for that break from there. Okay. So wow, that would be a nice level to sell anyway. And here the same we looked at. Germany got the sell. So we'll see. UK 100. We were looking to go long. Market stop us out. Come back over there. I think tonight I'm just gonna open a trade. Oh yeah, there it is. So yeah, definitely we'll be looking to sell based in that that day with a stop loss. Nice retracement, by the way. The yen go the seller stop there? Not yet. Now the market is changing the color. So wow. So I will keep an eye open with the yen pairs. France 40. So that's a sell now over there, and even with that nice retracement, it's considered a sell from there. So I will sell off to 9. Nothing clear here. And we're just waiting for that. All right, so it's another week that is the market is playing the dollar around up and down, but that's no worry anymore. I still until now can connect it with yeah, nothing is trending, but it still managed last week making quite nice pips, Helen. So I think if following just that simple if we look in the other platform is quite nice there. So my main thing is what I'm really looking with that oh, what happened? My recorder went turn it off. Oh no, I'm recording, yeah. But what is oh, there you are, 24 minutes. Yeah, so what's going on? So what I'm looking really here is this change it of the other. So that's only I'm looking over there because I try to duplicate what the the EA will do. So they once the EA recognize this midline change in the color, will start activating this one, and the color trend have to agree with it, and the trade will be executed over there. So whatever it is, So that's the main thing that it will, doing and doing that way because here, if I look over here, I would not look for go short in that one there because of what I see there, and this is where I like this what I'm doing because when I see this line over there, I only want to look to longs there. When I see this line over here, I'm going to look to shorts over there. Line over there, I want to go long. Line change over there, I want to go short. Line change, I want to go long. So still the 4 hours, you know, is works as a filter when this happen. Now let's look a little bit of, you know, just when these things has happened. For example, that right there, you know, the color changed everything. The color is already changed, the trend color, and this one is, you know, in the change. So when that happen, these two things happen, the EA will activate the trade over there. Now if we see that that we're going to get you know, the trailing stop from there, or a target, a specific target, you know, if I say the 300 pips, you know, that's very close to the final target. Oh, right over there, 70 there. But the main thing that when I'm in these levels, you know, if I do manually anyway, you know, I just want to see, you know, where I am there. But the EA will know recognize that. The EA is just gonna be looking for these changes, the color, this one there, and it will trade. So whether it's, you know, um, I prefer, instead of putting 100 pip, prefer 50 times 2. So if the first one got a stop out, the next one never happened. So here happened, then I can, you know, looking for for those scenarios. So when the market changed over there, you know, this is when um, things happen. So 1 week up, when the color changes right over there in that bar, the color has changed, everything has changed, and from there it will open there, and that's a nice, you know, runs over there that it happened. So if the color change over there, you see the midline, but the candles did not change, so the EA will not execute that trade at that moment. So the two change has to happen. David say, hi all, the color candles indicator, could I have a copy, Jeff, please, or is in marketplace? Okay, I will send you, oh no, just wait there, because if I tell you I'm send you, you know what's gonna happen? I won't. All right, so I send you right now. I think it is better, don't you reckon? Okay, NQL4 indicators, and I need to indicate something that you need to be doing, Dave. So there are two, this one has to go to indicators. Um, so two trend colors. All right, so the two files that I sent you, Dave, there are, what is, okay, trend color, and there we go. Now you have it there. Now what you have to make sure, David, is that on here, if you have clicked this one over there, and this is I didn't know, because in some people works and some people didn't work, and I didn't know what happened. But if you have that click over there, look what happened. The color disappear, and I didn't know why, and why in some chats works and other way. And by accident, I discovered that this has to be unclicked, and then, so that's the only thing. So they have to go to indicators. So you just open and copy, save it first in some place. There's indicators. Come over here in open, and there comes to NQL4 and indicators here, and then you put it over there. All right. So that's all you need to be done, and then you will have over there. So yeah. So this is really the rule that I want to, you know, follow up. And as I say, you know, if I go to, let's see if this one, you know, requires 100 pips, I prefer, you know, if this is 100 pips, I prefer to buy 50 times 2, so the first one go off, but the second one will not be there into that place over there. So that's my idea there. So if this is changed, So it will wait for the change of the color over there before it do the trade. So nothing happened. The market moves around. Now here it changed the color. It changed that one there and everything. And then from there, 400. So I like that way. And actually I'm working between 30 and 60. So 30 will be for the less volatile currencies. So 30 times 2 and 60 times 2 for the highest volatility currencies, because remember and this one I have 10 pips above, 10 pips below, so I'm working 60. So if I can work with that, I think it will be much better for me to do. But anyway, so yeah, so we're looking, at the moment, just concerning about what gold wants to do, because the move of gold will be determined by what possible we do. So here we see the color is changing of the candles. So maybe tonight, later towards the American time, we'll see. And this is a nice golden candle setup anyway, where we're looking. Now another, once this E8 is in place, but if I say it over here, let's open another one there. So if I'm looking over there and I said, okay, I want to look, shopping levels, just go through, shopping levels around. And I'm looking at a line like this one, and I say, I want to make my decisions on the third touch or whatever it is here. So if I see the first one over there, and I want to know the first thing, before I take that technical trade, I want to see this. I can set up, first of all, when I see a price below to the midline, for me is a warning signal already. Now, so the EA will wait for the color change, the line change, and then it will be trade, and that's a nice trace of 100 pips there. If I said, okay, I need to see, this is a possible support line over there, I want to see right over here at what level I want to see that. So here the color change, the line is changing over there, and nothing happened. But as we continue looking, if we set the E8 and say, look, I think the market is bouncing back from there, that is the next trade over there. So here the same. So we're looking to go short. It didn't go too much short, but when we look in the third touch or the fourth touch over there, how much confidence can we trade from there? Just looking on the technical shopping levels, and yeah, and doing very simple that way. Now if we're looking here and we say, now this is interesting as well, because there's the monthly lines, and that was the midline of the the midline that we have over here of the monthly. So how that monthly happen over there is that when I see this, I know that something has to be the monthly low over there, monthly midpoint, and that's the results that we have. Quite nice um, trade from there. Now when we're looking over there and we set up shopping levels, and we say this is a shopping level for me, this is a shopping level for me, and from here we're looking to trade up and down. And especially when we look, and let's see, through all this time, this is how it happened with American, but when you are over there, it's a complete story. Now what is gonna give me confidence to decide when to trade that is when I see these two things there. The color has changed from positive to negative, the midline trend, and that's the trade. And it was for a few weeks for 300 pips, and that is the winning side that we can be looking over there. Sometimes we're gonna have, you know, trades that um, now here when I'm looking something like this, you know, it's a bit suspicious because the market has break over there. I'm waiting for a sell, and but over there, this is a possible support. But what is gonna confirm this possible support for me to go anywhere there is this. That the moment the color changed and everything happened from there, you know, this is when it didn't go that excellent, but it went. When we're looking that kind of all support and resistance, and this is where the and when you're coming over there, this is around London time, and you see that happen, you know, you can trade those trade over there, shoulder, head and shoulder. So any pattern that we're looking, you know, what we wanting in this moment, we don't want to trade yet there, but when we see that, when the midline change, when the trend color change, you know, we can know for sure that we have a shoulder, head and shoulder scenario, and we can trust with a massive move over there. All right, so when we face those, sorry, you know, maybe here was a small loss. When we got these ones there, and again the price is about, and but we need these two things there, and that's the run day that we're looking over there. When we see this, this is a strong, that's what I like to keep those lines over there, because this is when we are in this area over there, what is going to be taking me to an open eye and say, yeah, that's a possible support. But what is going to be is this, that in the moment I see this, when I come in London time, I come in over there, and as I say, that's what I like, the 3 time frames over there. And sometimes you have to shrink, you know, because the daily show you maybe a little bit, but the weekly will show you that, the monthly will show you that this kind of there. And when you see this, you know, you just measure that, and that's the moves that we have from there. So it's all about support and resistance, really. You know, when we look in trades like this one, and when you see that, you know, it's just an open eye that, yeah, that's an amazing consolidation, and the index meter is with you in those moments, and from there you can trade, you know, whether we're going down, we're going up. That's the trigger is over here, you know, this is not changing. So it's gonna be quite interesting sort of scenario when we have the EA. So if I trade a break over there, it's justified because of that. When I'm looking right over here, what is going to, you know, at the moment the midline changed the color candle changed. So that's from right from here, you have no problems to activate the EA, and that it is. So taking between the winners with the losses, as I say, you know, in this kind of currency, sometimes 30 pips is enough. You know, even if I'm targeting 300 pips, and here, you know, and if I put it 30 pips times 3, that's 90 pips at the end of the day because of that. But yeah, it's just quite nice to see this way. When we see that, you know, what also we can uh, decide from there. Now this one, I don't know, I don't have any there, but when I get, no, so I've been doing trades, is actually without nothing here. You know, this is just a visual way. um, Lawrence asked, it is possible to have a trailing stop on the midline until the breaking point. Yes, you can have actually there, but I recommend you to put the close instead of the touch, because the close is defined. Yeah, the midline definitely is a very good place as well, to put it. As you see, the midline, when it travels very nice. Yeah. yeah, it will catch you quite early. You know, you take in there. But sometimes this is the problems that the midline could do. I recommend once you got a good week winning, then maybe the midline could be a good idea to put it a trailing stop. So you know, but let at the beginning, let it, you know, get some trades running. But yeah, it's definitely can catch you early. The one now I did not have much success, but with the 4 hours, I believe possible could be quite good over there. You know, so when I see this or that shoulder, head and shoulder comes over here, but what is really pulling me at is this. I'm taking the decisions in there. There is no any more second thoughts. There is nothing there, especially when my eyes open up and I see level of support or resistance. You know, I'm taking from there, and it is a very nice way of looking. Um, wherever we go. So I reckon, Helen, is that a good way now to look that? Just to have two charts there, and the 4 hours with there, and tell you it's amazing that in the morning it's only take me 5 to 10 minutes to go through the whole currencies, and the only thing I look this, and that's it, isn't it? That's all only I do, you know. And I look that one there and I say, yeah, put the 8, and suddenly, bang, things go over there. Look that one there. What do you reckon, David? That's a good way, isn't to trade, huh? So that's what I'm excited with that. As you see, Lawrence here, look, the midline will actually catch you there while this one runs to that. I think it, you know, once you go to an ABC point, it's always going to be good idea to have the Fibonacci targets, because sometimes, you know, these ones can give us a very close target. Sometimes we'll get, sometimes no. Um, Look, you know, otherwise just let the EA get you wherever. Sometimes it goes beautiful and catch you before anything there. Yeah, like I said, it's a very tricky thing to do, that one there. Yeah, so we can, you know, get anything from any level like this one, and when you have something like that, look at there. How can we get lost now with that? Huh? Not yet, David. Is still I still not having. It's just that today I have to go again to court with my daughter. Would you believe it that this man, the abuser, actually put a domestic violence protection order against my daughter? The police laugh on Monday. Still, the dramas are still, you know, and with all these dramas, my head is different now that I don't need the, you know, the focus that I used to need before. I just need this. That's all I'm looking there. So anyway, we went to court today, and the judge actually mocking him because he said this is ridiculous. His arguments were out of there, and he's in big trouble because he's lying. And you, when you lie in court for your own sake, this guy could be. So next 3rd of October, I have to go back again with my daughter. It is something that I was not expecting really in my life, something like that. This guy is yeah, look, but getting through, you know, and this it is. All right, so that's really much into, you know, it's just quite nice to, you know, to look something like that, and you know, it's like a warning, you know, signals that we have there, and when we see these things like that, you know, it can really, yeah, thank you, Dave, for that. It's just I'm very happy with my granddaughter here and everything. It's just that my, you know, my daughter is being very, isn't it's getting much better, but yeah, she's having panic attacks, and she's with psychology, and the damage emotionally she's being suffered with this man is there. But the good thing is here, you know, and you know that Helen, I remember the one day I was going to Melbourne to do one of my seminars, And that was the day that my daughter was leaving home with this guy, and I cried to her and said, daughter, do not go there. And I could not, she could not listen my advice, and she just took off. Now 5 years later, I never rub it in her face. I said, look, we all do mistakes in life. This is one that you have to learn and pass on, but I'm here, your father, to welcome you and support you and help you in any shape or form. Oh, she cries, you won't believe it, but yeah, God will heal her, and that it is. So yeah, so look, these nice points, so that's what I think it, these levels like that are actually what I call reasons to trade, no excuse to trade. And this is what I like at these things, that if I see, for example, there, I can set the EA in there and say, look, I just looking for the change, so the EA, when it finds that point, that, and I'm even confident to set the stop loss in the top of that one there, because of those points like that. Support became resistant. Look at over there. Set the EA down, and that's the trade, and that it is. How clear, and this is when the index meter as well played important plays, when to avoid these horrible moments like that. But there it is. All right, my friends, I'll leave you for it. Thank you very much for turning up, and we see you tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock again. Hopefully next week everything. I don't know if this is much better for many. 3 o'clock. It works quite good for me as well. But yeah, because we can see, from the decisions in the morning what happened in the evening, and then we can go over there. But yeah, I hopefully meet Shane tonight. But like I said, I'm very excited with these things, how things is gonna turn out. Very easy, very simple. So that's what I like, to keep something like this one, because if I can see in the daily, the here, you see this is, you see something is happening over there. So that was the trade that it is. Now here we got some, and the 250 pip levels always gonna help me. When I come to the weekly over here, I can see that was a level kind of or support. Now it's in a possible resistance. Look, that weekly over there, beautiful setup, and that it is. We just take as a go. Try to save. Sometimes I'm too rushing and saving the trades, but yeah. So that's me, and that's the beauty of the E8, because in this way, um, you know it will help us to understand. That's what I like to have the three chats over there, because here I can see all the possible levels of support or resistance and take those trades from there. All right, my friends, take care of yourself, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, cheers and bye.